Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. In this video, I want us to do a critical analysis about William Ruto's tour of Laikipia and Nyeri. In short, I want us to look at the one tour of William Ruto's visit to the mountain. Because yesterday, William Ruto arrived at Sagana State Lodge and he was received cordially. But today's events changed everything. And I want to ask you guys this simple question. If elections were to be held today in Mount Kenya, what percentage do you think William Ruto can garner? Because for me, I'd assumed that William Ruto cannot garner more than 15%. But I'm actually shocked at the kind of reception William Ruto got in the mountain in his first day tour of the region.
Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Nanyuki mnisalimie kwa hewa nione watu wananyuki, watu wananyuki, watu wananyuki. Basi mimi kwanza nataka nimshukuru Mungu ametufikisha Nanyuki siku ya leo. Na mimi nimefika Nanyuki leo kwa sababu ya mambo ya maendeleo ya Laikipia County. Tumeelewana jameni? Mimi wakati nilisimama hapa Nanyuki.
But there's another critical question which I'm still asking myself. Who is Mount Kenya kingpin as we speak? Is that person Rigathi Gachagua? Or is that person William Ruto? Or is that person Uhuru wa Kenyatta? I'm asking that question because the Nyeri governor, who is a close ally of Rigathi Gachagua, had this to say during that tour.
Leo sisi tunasema rais amefanya vizuri kutuletea nini? Maendeleo. Na tungetaka tumhakikishie asiwe akiambiwa ati asikuje Nyeri. Sisi tunataka akuje tena na tena na atuletee nini? Si ni kweli? Neguo kana tiguo? Neguo kana tiguo? Na ithuĩ twathondekire thirikari ĩno. Leo tuikare thĩ twĩrorere andũ makĩrĩa. Si lazima tukue ndani na tuletee maendeleo yetu. Wangapi wanasema hivyo mkono juu?
Ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I want us to do a critical analysis about today's event. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But again, before I dive in, allow me to also take this opportunity to introduce you guys to RUTO'S computers. If you are looking for reliable quality computers and accessories, RUTO'S computers is the place to go. They offer both brand new and refurbished laptops, desktops, and of course, tablets and other computer accessories. They are located at Nairobi Bazaar Plaza, along Moi Avenue, first floor, shop number 7. They deliver countrywide, and you can place your order through their website. Now, if you mention my name, you'll get good discounts. Ladies and gentlemen, let us dive in. I want to say the following about William Ruto's visit today. Number one, in my view, it was intended to set the tempo for the rest of the region. And that's why the choice of Laikipia as the first stop is significant. Laikipia, especially Nanyuki, is predominantly the Kikuyu, but the rest of the country are also there. The Mak community are in Laikipia. So it's easy to gauge or to test the ground using Nanyuki. And the kind of mobilization which took place there was intended to set that tempo. Then William Ruto went to Nyeri and was joined by who? The governor. What message do you think the president was sending to Rigathi Gachagua? I can bring the war directly to your doorsteps, and there is nothing you can do. Ladies and gentlemen, let us wait for tomorrow. Because for today, if you are to ask me, William Ruto has scored. Number two, and this is something I've always maintained on this platform, that politics is a perceptional game. People need to see things to believe. We can argue that William Ruto hired the crowd. We can argue that William Ruto paid the residents to attend those meetings. We can even provide evidence that indeed people were paid to attend those events. But the question is, what stops the rest from also hiring, buying, and purchasing people to attend their rallies? William Ruto understands the power of perception in politics. I always like giving the example of Kondele in 2022. When William Ruto came, he landed at the airport, went to Juakali, came with a large number of people. Kondele was never witnessed crowd. Then they stoned themselves. He had delivered a message, he left. William Ruto has delivered a very strong message to the mountain, perceptionally speaking. In fact, the discussion today online is one that when William Ruto went to Nyanza and he was received well, a lot of noise were witnessed. Today, William Ruto received even more massive reception in the mountain, but people want to assume that they have not seen it. So the truth is, William Ruto has also scored as far as perceptional politics is concerned. The other thing I want to say about today's event is that William Ruto, just like he said, his friendship with the mountain spans like how many years? 20 years. He understands the mountain like the back of his hands. He knows what excites the mountain. That's why he went there he could still make promises. The same people would still clap for him. He went there, he could still issue the same title deeds, which were issued by Uhuru Kenyatta, and the same people were still clapping. The power of the money. When you say people are mobilized, we are talking of high unemployment rates in Kenya. People are not employed. You don't expect, today is a Monday, right? Is it Monday? Yes, today is Monday. Ruto calls for a rally, not really a rally. He goes to a market, to launch a market. And we see thousands and thousands of people. Why? If they were employed, they would not have attended. Unemployment rate. And because he understands the psychology down there, just money, people will turn up, they will sing. Because if Nyeri was successful, where do you think William Ruto would find a bit of resistance? So let us wait for tomorrow. But for today, let us all agree that William Ruto has scored. Number 4, and this is something which should worry Rigathi Gachagua and his allies. They will have to go an extra mile, work harder, and organize another hugely successful rally to counter what happened today. William Ruto was in Laikipia. Do you remember what happened to William Ruto the last time he was in Laikipia? He attended some church event. He could not, his convoy could not even leave the church. William Ruto got straight into his chopper at the peak of finance bill. You remember? He was in Laikipia today, and those are the images coming from Laikipia. So which means something is happening, and Rigathi Gachagua is either losing control of the mountain, or William Ruto is gaining something. Or can we give credit to Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki? Which takes me to my last point. I think the main intention of this tour was to instill confidence in William Ruto's allies. William Ruto wanted to assure his allies from the mountain that they should not lose hope. Because some of his allies could not even go to the ground after the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. I'm 100% sure that after today, some of them will now start going to the ground. Will now have that confidence that, if anything, Rigathi is not controlling the crowd. Rigathi is not controlling people. And William Ruto will give them the same script he used today. So after this tour, I will keenly follow the political developments in the mountain. I don't know what you think. I want you to rate today's visit or today's tour of William Ruto in the mountain. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.